Welcome to another episode of What Ted Says, where it's always time to get a fatter wallet and to get a bigger net worth. And there's a secret to this, and we're going to talk about the secret to staying motivated. Now, I'm really interested if you leave me this one message from this. How do you stay motivated? Because people ask me this question. They're like, I don't understand how you have so much energy. And I think that people think people who are not very motivated or they don't seem motivated, that they're weak or they're lazy or they're just not talented, when I don't think any of that is true at all. And I basically have key secrets that I've learned over the years that keep me very, very motivated, and I'm gonna share them with you today. These are ones that you're gonna wanna watch this video a couple of times, or you're going to wanna write these down and basically keep them in your notebook or put them on your computer, because they are key things to getting a fatter wallet. Let's start with the first one. By far, the most important one here in staying motivated, and that is the word hope. Now, it sounds like a simple thing, but people who generally don't have hope almost always lean towards desperation. And anything that you do in life where you act or you feel or you operate in a desperate manner, you're always going to be unmotivated, even if you're having success. Hope is not a skill necessarily that you're born with, right? What I tell people is that for many years, I read a great book called Learned Optimism. It's probably the thing that you should read first over anything else, because optimism is not something that people are going to necessarily teach you in grade school or high school or college, but it's something that you can learn over time. And it's funny because people who are generally negative, they'll often see themselves as realists. So you'll hear somebody say, I'm not trying to be mean, man. I'm just trying to be honest. But optimistic people are always seen as rosy glasses. They're always seen as pie-eyed. They're always seen as people that, there's something wrong with them because, they're just too happy. But one of the ways that you maintain happiness and the key way that you stay motivated to start is that you have hope every day. You tell yourself this is going to be a great day. In fact, I'm going to bet you if you go in the mirror tomorrow, you're going to laugh when I do this. I might laugh while I do it for you. And you just say to yourself, this is a la like Saturday Night Live. You just say, I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. You just can't say it without smiling. Or if you look in the mirror and say, it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day. That power, it oozes inside of you to say, I like myself and it's going to be a great day.
Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me.
If you don't, then everybody else's opinion affects you. So the second thing in here, I actually learned from Jerry Seinfeld. Say what? Yes, the Seinfeld Strategy. This is super simple, but it's super impactful. So one of the things you'll need to do is get yourself a large wall calendar and put it up on the wall. And every day that you have a successful day doing anything at all, give it a big X on there, like you actually met a day. And one of the things that it does is that in order to go from basically point A to point B, there are lots of small points in between. So when you're setting that goal, you're gonna have maybe 21 days, or you're gonna have 6 months or 9 months. It's a long time to get to a goal. But by having that wall calendar, what Jerry Seinfeld used to do is mark off a good day, and then another good day. And then after a while, you realize, wow, I had 7 good days in a row. I had 8 good days in a row. And that power in there keeps you motivated to say, every day I had a good day, it's a day that I'm closer to getting to my goal. The next one on here is very, very simple. And I've been doing this for 30 years, maybe longer, I just didn't realize it as a kid, is to become an avid goal setter. One day, if you see me, ask me to open my notebook. And when you do, what you'll find out in my notebook is I carry my goals with me. I read my goals every morning and I look at my goals every night. It takes me all but of a couple of minutes. But it's a reminder for my mental psyche about why I'm getting up in the morning and what I'm trying to accomplish. And basically what I will tell you is anybody and anything that's not congruent with those goals, you need to vaporize them from your life. Because everybody else that's out there, besides what Ted says and what we do on here, they'll tell you why you can't do it. They'll tell you why you're crazy. They'll tell you why it doesn't make any sense. But very few people will say, go for it. You can do it. Because in the end, I hate to say this, but most people actually want to see you fail. Most people want to see you to not be successful because they're jealous and it takes away from their own success. So by being an avid goal setter, you get to focus on the things that matter to you, and then you surround yourself with the people that can enable you to achieve those goals. Now, one of the key secrets to making motivation happen is something I learned a long time ago. And you'll hear people talk about this different ways, but I call it the bucket philosophy. Bucket 1 is things that you can control. Bucket 2 are things that you can influence, and bucket 3 are things that you have no control and no influence over. When it comes to energy, because all of us only have a finite amount of energy, it's not that people have more energy than others, it's just a question of how you use your energy. Most people in life, unrealized by themselves, focus on bucket 3. They focus a lot of energy on things they can't control and that they can't influence. And so it's ironic that over the past couple of years, I see so much political information and people saying this on Facebook or Reddit or other things like that, but they're just things that they can't control and that they can't influence. I waste no energy on that. I focus my energies on bucket 1 and bucket 2. Mostly bucket 1, what can I control? I can control my behavior. I can control my actions. I can control how I feel. I can control these things, and it lets me focus on what's important. Now, sometimes I focus on bucket 2, which is what can I influence? Because if I can't control it, then the question is, can I influence others to get where I need to go against those avid goals that I set down on pen and paper? Bucket 3, I don't focus on at all. So one of the things that may be holding you back, why you feel unmotivated, why you feel unsatisfied, is that you focus a lot of energy on things you have no control over and no influence over. And then my last piece of advice on here is that you have to surround yourself with the right people. Now, it's funny because people will say, I have a lot of friends. Truth is, most of you don't have more than 4 or 5 friends in life. The question is, which 4 or 5 friends do you have? If you want to be successful financially, then be around people who are being successful financially. If you want to be in great shape and you care about your health a lot, then surround yourself with people that go to the gym every day. But by surrounding yourself with people that are detractors from what it is that you want to get from yourself, you will actually become demotivated in a very serious way. Find a buddy, find a partner, find a leader, find a coach, find somebody who can hold you accountable to what it is that you said you wanted to do. And that is part what keeps you motivated, because truth is, in life, we're all on a bicycle. And if you think about this bicycle, it only has 2 pedals. There's a pedal of motivation and there's a pedal of discipline. And over time, when you pedal that pedal of motivation, eventually it wears out, and that's where the discipline needs to kick in. It is actually the key skill in life. I told you hope at the beginning, and at the end of this What Ted Says, I want to tell you about discipline, because discipline is the key skill to get that pedal to go all the way around again until you start feeling motivated once again. If you think about that pedal, motivation, discipline, you'll eventually get to your goals and climb that bike up the hill. I hope you like this episode of What Ted Says. I hope these secrets, think about them, will help you stay motivated every single day. There isn't a day that I don't get out of bed fired up to make things happen in life. And the reason is because I'm an avid goal setter. I follow these rules, these principles that I'm teaching you today. If you like this, leave me your comments. What motivates you? I want to know that. Click the button there and subscribe to What Ted Says so you can get more of this information to make an impact on your life. And of course, share this with a friend. You know somebody out there who's probably demotivated right now. Share this episode with them if you care to make a difference in their life. Thanks for watching this episode of What Ted Says.